Hello and welcome to this short talk presenting a new survey tool for rapid household level characterisation using an indicator-based approach. We've called it the Rural Household Multi-Indicator Survey, or RHoMIS for short. We are currently refining RHoMIS for use in new projects and developing additional modules with the aim to make it all publicly available in the coming years. I'm James Hammond, one of the authors. In order to keep the length of the survey under 1 hour per household, we only asked questions which would be used to calculate predefined indicators. The survey also had to be user-friendly to increase speed and data quality, and sufficiently flexible to allow modification for local context whilst maintaining comparability between sites. Finally, the data had to be reliable. Therefore, questions were phrased to be easy for respondents to answer, relying on knowledge about everyday routines and observable physical characteristics. Our goal in this study was to figure out which farm management strategies led to more climate-smart outcomes for different types of farmers. We selected 10 farm performance indicators, where possible using tried and tested data-light approaches. We measured potential food availability, farm productivity, dietary diversity, food insecurity, progress out of poverty, on-farm and off-farm incomes, gender equity, household greenhouse gas emissions, and calculated emissions per unit of food produced. We also considered 3 farm management strategies: intensification, crop diversification, and market orientation. But a strategy which works well on one type of farm might not work so well on another. We therefore used a simple typology separating farms according to the size of their land holdings and the number of livestock owned. We implemented the survey in 2 contrasting locations. Both are impoverished rural areas negatively affected by climate change. One is Lushoto, Tanzania. The other is the Trifinio border region of Guatemala, Honduras and El Salvador. Here is a table which shows the median indicator scores in each location. For example, you can see that farm size and family size were similar in both locations, and that both experience moderate to high levels of poverty and food insecurity. Some differences are also evident. Livestock and fertilizer use were higher in Tanzania, while total calories per person were higher in Trifinio, but with lower dietary diversity. However, the real value of this survey approach is not in comparing locations, but in discovering processes or patterns of behaviour which hold true in multiple locations. We could then use these types of insights to improve the strategy and design of development efforts. So, taking the sites individually, we looked at the effect of farm type and farm management on the performance indicators. Let's take the example of farm intensification. We derived 4 groups of households: large farms with either high or low intensity agriculture, and then small farms with high or low intensity agriculture. You can see on the radar chart that farm intensification is associated with higher farm productivity, better progress out of poverty scores, and also increased greenhouse gas emissions. However, the beneficial effects are greater on the smaller farms, with improvements in food security, dietary diversity, food availability, and increased cash value of farm production. Also, on the smaller farms, off-farm income was associated with increased intensification, where it was not on the larger farms. This implies that off-farm income is a necessary condition for small farms to be able to invest in intensification measures, whereas larger farms tend to either intensify production or focus on off-farm income. Of course, there were other findings too, but you'll have to read the paper for those. I hope you've enjoyed this short talk and that you managed to take a look at our article. Goodbye for now.